Good morning. How's everybody doing on this Friday morning? I'm Nick Snapp. I am the host of the Make It Snappy Productivity Show, and I hope you guys are doing well today. Just figured I'd give an opportunity to ask some questions. Haven't done this already before in the past, but I wanted to kind of open up the floor. Crivet, thanks for joining, man. Again, my name is Nick Snapp. I have this podcast called the Make It Snappy Productivity Show. Snap, Snappy, whatever. I thought it was kind of clever. And we launched our 10th episode today. So you can check that out with a guy named Timo Kiander. He had the productivesuperdad.com blog for many, many years. He just changed it to Smart Productive Work. And that was really cool. Hello, Nisach. Thanks for joining. So yeah, I'm super excited about the episode in double digits. 10 episodes already. And it's going really, really well. Hey, hi, how you doing? My lovely wife is online. And the other thing I want to mention, I was just listening to it, and I was playing around with the kids a little bit this morning before I got to work. Oh, thanks for listening. Yeah, perfect. What do you think? You like it? They were saying at the end of my show, I had this outro where, what's up, Christine? Good to see you on. I have this outro where my son, my oldest, only about 5 minutes in. Okay, cool. He says at the very end, he goes, "Welcome to the Make Us Happy Productivity Show. I'm your host, Carter Snapp." He's only 6 years old, right? But it's like this really kind of cute thing that happens. And then the kids all the way around the house, that's like the thing that they say. They're like, "Welcome to the Make Us Happy Productivity Show." Like my 4-year-old and my 6-year-old, that's kind of like their refrain throughout the day. So it's really cute, the little cute little outro that happens on the show. So that's kind of what I got going on. What do you guys have questions about? Like I said, this is just like a town hall meeting, I have a PYM community. I call it PYM. It's called Productive Yours and Mine, where I really believe in the power of accountability and community. So I put myself out there via these Periscopes and the community on Facebook, the closed group, and basically commit to doing something important every day to drive the business forward. And it's not those like, oh, I gotta go through all this paperwork type of stuff, or I gotta plug through my emails. All this stuff is important, but the things that I really want to drill in on are those needle movers, right? Like the things that are scary to do, the stuff that you don't really necessarily want to do because you don't know how to get started. So how do you do a little bit of that stuff each day? And for me, it's a training program that I'm doing. Christine's got a question. I need a recommendation on what I can use to keep track of my communication. All right, well, how do I track my time, or the tools, strategies I can use? Yeah, so the time thing, I just got, and I'll start at the time, then the communication, I guess, in notes with my clients. Okay, cool. So communication-wise, or I'll start with time tracker. I'm really impressed with this app called A Time Logger 2. I'm not sure why it's 2 versus 1. I never really got 1. But A Time Logger is a really fantastic app where you can basically put custom categories in, and when you're working, you can set a timer for how long you want to work, and then you could just go in there and plug in how long you had spent on each task. So it's mobile. If you have meetings with clients and stuff like that, you can jump in your car and just kind of set it all up, and it tracks and gives logs. The one thing I haven't been able to get into yet or figure out is whether the app lets you export to Excel, because for me, being an engineer, and I have an engineering background, process improvement, project management type stuff, I don't know if you can export it to Excel and run charts and pivots and kind of see what's working and what's not. But the cool thing about tracking your time, it's like the first thing that you do when I go into a coaching session. So I do productivity coaching. Is the first thing that we start doing is, okay, let's make a detailed log of the time that you're spending, because it's kind of shocking. I don't want to get too much in the weeds, but a 1-hour meeting could easily turn into a 3-hour meeting. So Christine, she's on right now. She was on the last week's episode, number 9, and I had the meeting. We met at the John F. Germany Public Library, just an awesome recording studio type environment. But it was a good time. But I met Christine, and we met for, an hour and 15 minutes. But that was almost a 4-hour endeavor. It was kind of incredible. Yeah, that was last night, 1 to 2 hours. Yeah, so you had a meeting that just kind of blew up. So for communication with your clients, I've been experimenting with this as well, because I have clients too. EndNote or Evernote? Yeah, Evernote's a good way to keep track. I'm not sure about EndNote. That might be something you might. I'm not sure the typo, or there's EndNote. I'm not really sure what EndNote is. Please explain if you know what it is. But for communication with client, I've been experiencing a couple different things, because I didn't want to. Okay, cool. I didn't want to keep communicating over email, because email is like a passion of mine. I can't stand abuse of email. As a matter of fact, I'm writing a blog post on it this week. It'll come out Tuesday about I call it an open letter to email abusers. It's on makeasnappyshow.com /blog. But yeah, you don't want to email clients back and forth and spam them and create this just excess communication, because that's kind of what happens when you start emailing. So Nastash, you actually came up with a really good idea of Google Docs, which I'm going to definitely look into. But for me, like for communication back and forth, I like using, lately I've been using like type forms. So like almost like a survey type thing, and SharePoint's really good too. Evernote's got a really good feature for sharing communication that I've used before, but not, I found that a lot of people aren't on Evernote, but you can certainly put your notes in Evernote and share links and kind of have people coming in. I heard Slack is a really good app for like communicating with your team. So Slack is probably the next one that I'm gonna check out and look into. But it's all about just group sharing, going to a hub for your documents and your communication versus doing all that stuff over email. So that'd be my suggestion for now. If anybody has any other suggestions, please fire away. Are there any other questions about productivity stuff that's been bothering you? I tell you, while you guys typed in the questions this morning, another day where I worked out, wasn't feeling like great. I was up a little bit later than I wanted to last night because I was just buttoning up some last minute stuff, getting the show out and uploading it to SoundCloud and all that kind of stuff. But I got up and I worked out, did P90X again, and I did the workout. I felt rejuvenated a little bit, but I was still kind of tired. But after the workout, it's like 40 degrees in Tampa, and I know there's a lot of people in the north, and you're like 40 degrees, whatever. You're a wuss, but honestly, 40 degrees in Tampa with the humidity is really, really cold. I'm not sure if it's still 40 degrees now, but I took a cold shower is my point. So I got done with the workout and I took this cold shower, and I was just like amped. Now I'm kind of wired a little bit, and so I went from just dragging to now I'm just like amped up. So from a productivity perspective, man, that's like the best use of your mental energy in your body is to have the energy, I guess, to be productive, because energy is everything. Like you could set up all the systems and processes you want, but if you don't have the energy to move forward and actually execute, then it's sort of hopeless. And I noticed yesterday when I did a workout, I coupled it with a cold shower. It kind of kept me going for about 3/4 of the day until I started feeling like, okay, wow, I didn't sleep all that well the previous night. It's finally starting to catch up with me. But like I feel like I just had a couple 5-hour energy drinks right now, so it's a pretty powerful type thing. Just to kind of share for your edification. So appreciate the questions so far. Are there any others about productivity? What do you want to know? What do you guys think about the Periscope? Anything at all? Well, I appreciate everybody joining. These are meant to be just quick sessions to kind of get the wheels turning. Thank you very much for liking it. If you guys want to communicate in a group type setting, in a forum, I do a Blab. And if you guys don't know about Blab, it's very similar to Periscope. You're on Periscope, you add comments, but you actually have 4 people on a screen, kind of like the Brady Bunch, 1 person each quarter. I think the Brady Bunch had more people than 4, if I can recall. There's probably people that are viewing right now that don't even know anything about the Brady Bunch, but anyway. So if you want to blab with me, just come on screen. You can call in, or you can just comment like you are now. And I try to pick a topic each week that would hopefully give people insight into different productivity stuff, because a lot of busy moms and dads out there. Christine's on there. She's going to have her son very, very soon. And my wife is pregnant, and she's going to have our son or daughter. We're not really sure. We're going to wait at the end of April. And, things are going to get a little different. I'm not going to say they're going to get crazy, because I'm confident they're not going to get crazy. But things are going to get different, so we need to be on our A game, and that's where I'm at right now. So thanks for the Q&A today. Adios. Today I am going to commit to just a full day of working for a retainer client. So I have a retainer client that's got me on for around 20 hours a week. It's going to be a full day of putting in hours for my retainer client and looking at their systems and processes to help them be more efficient in their business development function, which is actually kind of interesting. So that's what I got going on, guys. I hope you have a very productive day and a beautiful weekend. Please take some time to relax. It's very, very important to relax and rejuvenate. And we'll hit this thing again on Monday, every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 8 a.m. Please tune in and tell your friends who want to get productive too. Thanks, guys. Take care. See ya.